Doing another video because I didn't record what was going on yesterday at the spoken word event. So I'm going to share a poem that I shared last night with everyone here. And I don't have it memorized. I just wrote it not even 2 weeks ago. Actually, I wrote it last week. So yeah, I don't have it memorized yet because there's a million and one things going on in my head that are more important than memorizing my poem. But eventually I will. Anyways, I'm going to read out the paper and bear with me because I should know better than this. But I'm going to read my poem and hopefully you guys enjoy. It goes like this. When I look into the mirror and stare at my reflection, I see the pain of my people in a future where I envision a world without prisons, without race factored into decisions, automatically guaranteeing my unlawful execution. When I look into the mirror and stare at my reflection, I see my son who's only 6, who'd suffer if I didn't exist. I see the officers involved saying, "Sorry, son, for shooting your mom," because a shaded brown scared the shit out of me, automatically posing her threat to me. When I look into the mirror and stare at my reflection, I see a goddess, a poet, a mother, a friend. But when they see my complexion, they automatically get an erection, trigger happy cop says looking for promotion, and breaking my devotion to my only born son. When I look into the mirror and stare at my reflection, I wonder what makes me so threatening, why I'm automatically labeled a hood rat just because I'm unapologetically black. If they saw beneath the melanin, they'd see a beautiful soul within, an angel spreading her wings, a queen raising her king, doing extraordinary things to be a light in such darkness and emptiness. When I look into the mirror and stare at my reflection, I see the strength of my people, the resilience of slaves, African royalty flowing through my veins. My black skin tells a story that I wear proudly, so no matter how much it makes them uncomfortable, they will never be able to bury me. And that's it. Um, More poetry coming soon. I'm a poet. It is what it is. This is how I deal with. This is how I cope. And I was inspired to write this poem based on everything that's going on. You know, with let's face it, racial injustice is very much an issue in this country. You know, white privilege exists, whether you want to admit it or not. Not much has changed since slavery ended. In my opinion, slavery and Jim Crow never ended. They simply evolved. When the majority, when black people are disproportionately affected by gun violence, not gun violence, but police brutality, and being locked up for the same crimes that white people committed, there's something wrong. Like, something has to change. I've had white people tell me, "Oh, you don't like this country, get the fuck out. This ain't your country. This is my country just as much as it's yours." If anybody should tell me to get the fuck out, it's the original inhabitant that their people murdered. And so with that being said, don't tell me to get out this country when it's my country too. I deserve to walk down the street and not being harassed by a cop because of my skin color. It's happened. I'm a female with no criminal record, and guess what? I get harassed by cops. And it's fucked up because it's only one fucking reason only. It has everything to do with my skin color. Because I know it's not because they think I look like somebody else. And then, like, you have all these cops, they're shooting the wrong people or brutalizing the wrong people because they fit the description. And the only description that they fit is just being black. I never forget the news article where this guy was mistaken for another guy. And the guy had dreads. The guy that they apprehended was a completely different shade and didn't have dreadlocks. Like, you can't be that ridiculous. But unfortunately, this is a real issue in this country, and I think it's important that we address it. This whole presidency, this election is just insanity, pure insanity. You have Trump on one hand, who's openly racist and blatantly racist. Then you have Hillary, who's she pretends, but, everybody's saying, she wants to do something, like, she's mentioned supporting, and standing with us, yet her actions prove otherwise. Policies that she supported prove otherwise. A zebra may be with her racist stripes, but it's still a fucking zebra. Hillary's a racist bitch. And at least Trump doesn't hide who he is. I mean, I'm not saying I'm voting for any of them. Don't get me wrong. It's just a simple truth. I'm voting for Jill Stein because we actually matter. Like, she's the only candidate that is willing to tackle everything that's wrong with this country to make sure that everyone is treated fairly. I shouldn't have to worry about being harassed by cops if I'm wearing a hoodie to take out my fucking trash. That's really fucked up. I shouldn't have to worry if my son is going to make it home because some cop just felt like he was in a bad mood. I shouldn't have to worry about some stupid racist jackass taunting me because they're in a bad mood. Like, no. At the end of the day, we all bleed red. I don't understand what the problem is with, you know, white people having a problem with us having equal rights. Like, dude, get over it. We're people. And last time I checked, a lot of white Americans have African blood. So please, please, just stop it already. We're all people. And at the end of the day, we all bleed red. We have the same organs, you know, except if you're a guy and girl, you have different organs. But you get what I mean. We got the same basic organs. We all have a heart. We have lungs. We breathe. We, you know, we are people. If you had to get a kidney from somebody, would it matter if it came from a white person or a black person? No, because you would want to fucking live. We're people. Remember this.